Good morning, janitor. How are you? I've just seen a rat. Perhaps we should think about investing in some form of deterrent. Okay. So we have rats. Somewhere in the prison, we have rats. Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for joining on this ratty day. I'm setting up my little choke points here for this big hallway. We're going to have little points here where they have to go through metal detectors, right? And these are metal detectors that'll just kind of cover the whole area, so I don't need them on every single room as they enter. They're just kind of getting detected as they move through. With the exception of the metal detector in the mail room, because I just want to be able to detect it on the way in with the packages, but honestly, that's not necessary either, is it? So I guess we're going to take that out too. So this metal detector is going to get moved. And I think what we'll end up doing, because this little path here is someplace that they're going to be walking pretty consistently, I think I want to change this, like where the door is. I'll move the door down, I think, and then have this door up, and then that way when they go to the yard, they have to cross into that choke point in order to get there. So I think that's probably what I'll end up doing. So something like at this door, let's say the drinking fountain moves here. Maybe over here. Say we move the drinking fountains, right? And then let's say the jail door moves to be a different jail. We're going to, I think, get rid of this jail door because this is a small jail door and I want a bigger one anyway. So why don't we dismantle this one? And then we'll have to move the door servo. It'll end up being, I think, here. Okay. And then this large jail door will shift to be here and the servo will come over and be here. Okay. So we're going to kind of move some stuff around here. And just sort of creating my metal detector choke points for these guys. A new way of doing it. It's probably not new. I bet there's a lot of people that have done it this way, but it's new for me. I haven't done any prisons where the metal detector strategy, if you will, was like this before. So we will open the door there. So let's get that done. And now I'm going to need it on both sides of this, honestly, because if they're going this way, they're going to leave. So I think actually the choke point would be here in this case. So what's like, you have to think about where are they going, right? Where are the prisoners going to go? And when they go there, are they going to walk through the metal detector? And now that I'm seeing this, I actually think I did this backwards. Yes, I did this backwards. I want to go here instead. Yeah, right here instead. So redo again. Hi, doctor. Rat problem is now an infestation. If their numbers aren't reduced, it's only a matter of time before they pass on disease. Okay, I don't see any rats. I've seen no rats. All right, we have a clean prison, except for that little pot spot right there. Okay, I've seen no rats at all. So I don't know what you're talking about. Maybe in the offices? Huh? Where's the cat when you need him? All right, tell you what, let's figure this out. So we're gonna go and put some rat traps in. So we're gonna click rat. Yep, rat traps. There we go. And we're gonna start popping some rat traps in. We'll put one right there. We'll get one in the corner over there, I guess. We'll get one maybe in the corner of the common room over there. I don't know. Maybe they're in the laundry room. I don't know. We'll put one right there. Let's get one maybe. I don't know where we put one. In the storage room probably would be a good place for it. Yeah, maybe at the end of the hall over here. All right, we'll just start putting some rat traps in and seeing if we can't catch some of them wherever they are. And then we need to go through training to get rid of them too, don't we? So programs, staff programs, we need to go through pest control training. So let's get that in there as well. And maybe we'll adjust timing on this. Because this all happens very close together, and I kind of want there to be some crossover for training here. So why don't I move this to be back here? That way they can get the cold training done, and then they can kind of fit their needs and then go to pest control training if they want to. All right, we'll get that going too. Because I think I have a need for more workmen too. There's just a lot going on here. So let's add a few more workmen to the mix. Let's add one more guard because we can. Let's add one more orderly because I don't know. We might have some more crazy prisoners at some point. We'll get one more dog because they're patrolling. I want to make sure there's no tunnels. And then I think we're good on all the other staff. For now, I think we're good on the other staff. Oh boy. All right, good job, dog. Good dog. Nanaki. Good dog. Nanakai, whatever your name is. It's a cool name. I just don't know how to pronounce it. Right here. So let's go 1, 2 with the pipes right there. We can dismantle that utility right there. Just make sure there's nothing else there. So yeah, dismantle those. And then we can take that insulation because we actually have some in storage. And we'll just kind of, I don't really need to insulate those. I'm not going to bother with that. We can make some more money if we have death row. This thing has told me that like 6 times already, and I'm not doing death row right now. That's just silly. No thanks. Not yet. Far too early for that. Let's do a quick jail door. Just a staff door is fine. If prisoners really want to come in here where the dogs are, so be it. I'll put that there. Although this does give them a quicker access to out into this area. Maybe a jail door is more preferred here. I think so, actually. Let's change my mind on that. And then these guys have keys, so they can get through the door just no problem. This will allow the dogs to get through here, and yeah, I'm gonna do a shakedown tonight. There's bound to be some of these guys are like resourceful. There's bound to be some problems with that if I don't do it. So we're definitely gonna do some of that. These guys are, they're gonna have weapons and they're gonna be constantly attacking each other. These different gangs and stuff. We really want to start reforming them. And so now that I have 20 prisoners, this is the part where I start doing that kind of stuff, right? I start trying to get that. So why don't we start with the nutrition research now to get it out of the way and over with. And so to do this, we need to serve a single low quality, low variety meal for 2 days. And that's going to be tomorrow, right? So now that they've already eaten the last time today, now we're going to do that. So what we'll have now, and kind of need to look at all security levels to do this. So we need to take a single low variety meal. So we're going to go and I guess get rid of the eat times. We're going to turn that into a free time slot instead. And then maximum security, we'll turn this one into a lockup slot instead. And then over here, protective custody, make sure that this is a lockup slot. So that should be good. It's a single meal for each security sector. Yeah, there shouldn't be any problems with that, I don't think. This is weird. Yeah, I kind of don't want them. Well, they have their own yard, so I guess that's fine. Yeah, because they have their own yard. Let's put that like that. Okay, so that's a single eat time. Now we need to go into policy, and we'll come down to where our meal is, and we're going to go a low quality, low variety, like that. Okay. Now this is going to be very cheap for us as far as our budget goes. That's very cheap. And so now we need to start to, when you see the percentage hit, then you know you got the settings correct. So now we just need to have this be the policy for 2 days, which is going to be very disruptive. They're going to hate it, right? Then we'll serve 3 high variety, high quality meals for 2 days. And that is going to be what we want for like permanent in the prison. Eventually, we want to be able to afford that because that's going to put them in a much better mood. We're going to get that well-fed buff, right? And they're going to act up a lot less. They're going to be more comfortable, be able to pass programs more docile. Overall, high quality food, more times a day. Everyone loves it. Like everyone's in a better mood on a full stomach, right? So eventually we're going to want to do that. For the sake of this challenge, it's going to be required pretty much because you're not going to be able to get all of those bullet points that I put in at the first video. You're not going to be able to get all of those unless your prisoners are very content with the situation and actively attempting to reform themselves, able to focus on the programs that you have and the work time that you have, etc., especially when it comes to trying to get that reoffending rate down. So meals are going to be a really great way to do it. And it's a very easy thing. You just set it up with the settings, but it's very expensive. That's the only problem. So you need to have good finances to support that endeavor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. So all I need now is 10 of these. I need 7 more of these things, and then I'll be able to handle the green energy goal later. Right, this one here. Nope. Not that one there. Is it? Yeah. No, it's this one. No. Oh, it's this one. I can find it, I swear. Yeah. But we need to get this one first, which is the... I need to have them successfully pass the solar panel development program, and I need a workshop for that. I don't have the workshop yet. Well, since I have $55,000, we could maybe work on getting our full-time kitchen set up here, huh? Our permanent kitchen that we're going to eventually have. We'll get that set up now. So why don't I, because I'm temporarily using this for protective custody, though, why don't we instead make the kitchen here? It doesn't even have to be that big for now. We can just edit it later. So we'll have the kitchen be here for now. Okay, and then we can have a fence here, and then the workshop will be here. All right, so we can fence this off for now. Let's just do that. We can maybe make this little outdoor area eventually for people, but mostly it's just important that it's fenced off. And then we'll go ahead and fence this off now too. This is already fenced. Yeah, I'm not sure why there's planting lines there if there's a fence there already. Yeah, there's already a fence. No need to plant it. Okay, so there's that. And then we need a door for this. This is going to be a staff door on this side. Goes to the storage room. Yep, staff door on that side. And then we could do a regular door on this side. It's just for prisoners being able to walk through into the canteen area to provide, because I eventually want prisoner labor, right? Prisoner labor is very good. It's so much cheaper. So like 7 cooks, I don't want to have much more than 7 cooks. Maybe 10. I'll cap it at 10 maybe eventually. But everyone else will be just prisoners working in the kitchen, right? It's part of the reform programs. You want to be able to have that happen. But it's going to be the low security people that are doing that, right? The people who have proven that they are not wanting to be violent, that they have a lower chance to reoffend, etc. Those are the people that we're going to have mostly working in the kitchen, which is why this cell block is so close to all this stuff. That's what that is. Now this is a workshop area, and that's a little further away, but we'll have prisoners over here able to work there too. And then most of our really dangerous people are going to be back in the back here, and that's for mostly because getting through the prison and trying to escape out the front door like this is going to be their easiest means to escape. And I want to maximize the amount of time that they have to go through, the amount of guards and security that they have to get through in order to get out. And then there's going to be tall walls and stuff, of course, over here. Not to mention, the only way they'll be able to really traverse through this is to be going through the yard area, or to be going, I guess if they're outside, they have to go all the way around, and there will be snipers. So that'll be great. Okay, so let's get a doors. This will be to the workshop. So we're going to do a double door to the workshop. I like the look of a double door into the workshop. It's right about here. Although eventually this is all kitchen, right? So the double door will actually end up being over here. A single door is fine for now then. Single door into there. And then this is something that I get asked all the time about it. Like every time I've done it, I've gotten asked this question. So I'm going to address it right now and tell you why I'm doing it. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 metal detectors. And then we're going to go with a fence right here. Now, this is maybe overkill. Having 4 of them, I might be able to get away with like just 2. But I'm going to do 4 to be extra sure that no prisoner leaves this workshop with a drill or with a hammer or with any of those other really deadly tools. I want to make 100% sure that no prisoner ever leaves this area with one of those things. Now, why would I need 4 of them? So how the metal detectors work is they scan a prisoner. If they're clear, they're allowed to keep going. If they're not clear, the metal detector will go like whoop, 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 right? And you'll get a little red light. When that happens, the metal detector stops scanning people for a couple seconds. So it's just like, hey, we got a problem here. And it's just like, hold. Okay, now I'm going to scan people again. And so because of that, if you have 2 prisoners walking behind each other, like one right after another, let's say the first guy is going to get tagged. The first guy's got something. The second guy doesn't get scanned. The third guy maybe doesn't get scanned. If they're coming out as a big group, they're not getting scanned anymore. If one guy's got it, the rest of them get to go free. So I get a second one so that if the second guy gets tagged, whoop, 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 and then they get to keep going. They're not getting scanned. The third one hits them, whoop, 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 right? It allows me to tag more prisoners. And then by the time all 3 of these are going off or something, the first one's starting to scan again. That's the idea anyway. So I want more of these metal detectors in place coming out of this room because it's just so important that they do not leave with those deadly tools. And it's going to be the same way with this room too, right? The canteen and stuff too, leaving with forks and stuff can sometimes be, a bit deadly. All right, we're going to want to grab this. So let's put this back. This is good. We're going to have to, reconnect this door servos and stuff, but we'll do that. Put that right there so they can have to go through here too. Let's get all this stuff in place. Workmen, let's go, please. Not sure what you guys are on about. Probably, there's a lot of stuff for you guys to do. Yeah, there we go. All right, so this area here is done. That's great. We'll go ahead and close it off with a concrete wall. So we have just this single staff door right now in place. And then what we'll do is we're going to want to open this up. But until we get it all sorted, I think we'll at least separate it with a door. So we'll put a door here. And then that way I can close it off with deployment. I can say I want staff only in this area for now. That kind of thing. Obviously, these things are staff only too. And actually, maybe our informant... This thing's just going to keep telling me to make death row, I swear. Maybe our informant has a better coverage now. 19% is not great. So all these little question marks, you can use your informants to learn what those question marks are. Cunningly brutal. Undercover Don. Links to Director Mosby. Master hacker, best known for his mastery of the grid. Truly a visionary. Some would even say he's a delight, unlike Sucrus. Okay. Well, I don't think you're a delight at all. Cunningly brutal. The Vipers will try to attack targets in security blind spots. Okay. More like cowardly brutal. I guess that is kind of cunning. Undercover Dawn. The Vipers' leader will be hidden as a gang soldier, only being revealed when punished. Are you the leader then? Or maybe all Vipers have this. I think that's what it is. Only all Vipers probably have that. Let's take a look at gang numbers. We have 2 in each. At least they're balanced. 2 in each. Nobody's got any territory yet, of course. Nobody's got any money or anything that they've earned, so should be in good shape so far. I don't know. We're just not getting anything built right now. The workmen are just overworked, I guess. I need more of them. I'm digging into my budget so badly right now, but I need more workers. I need this to be done. Got some people that have been released early. That's good. My budget is now negative again. Not so good. There, grant completion. Very nice. Cool. Cold conditioning training is done. So I have at least some workmen now that are conditioned, that they're able to work on cold pipes and stuff. So if we do have some pipes freeze, I'm not going to have to, go about calling for any type of extra service and paying like $500 to do something like that. Speaking of which, exterior walls. This is an exterior wall to the prison. So I actually do think maybe we put in the reinforcement on this stuff. And I'm trying to remember where that is. I have to remember where that is. It's not perimeter wall. There's a way to reinforce the walls, and I have forgotten how to do it. I couldn't find it because I was searching for rebar in the walls, doors area, but it actually is in the foundation area, and that's why I couldn't find it. So rebar reinforcement here. It's $35 a tile. It says applying this reinforcement will increase the structural integrity of walls and foundations, lowering the chance of any damage from events. So on the exterior wall is where I want this. So we're going to have this, since I have 52,000, we're going to put this all on the exterior wall of this building. And that way, that isn't going to result in like prisoners getting out if something happens, right? So exterior walls is where that's going to be, at least for there, right? At least in this part where they can get out if something happens. Interior walls, I'm not going to bother doing this, but exterior walls matter more. In the visitation area, it kind of matters too, because if they're in here and this happens, then they could maybe try to make a run for it. So we'll go ahead and reinforce the exterior walls here as well, at least there. And then I guess maybe this part here too. and then the parole room on the exterior there too. And we may continue to do other rooms that are attached to this, so I'm not necessarily going to do it all the way around yet, but that's where we're going to go from there. And I think that'll be it for now. Again, if they try to get out and they're going this way, I don't really care so much. We'll repair the wall. Staff members in a really bad shape. Workmen pissed off. Warmth, rest, hydration. My God, just do something. I don't understand. Just get in there and do it. I've had somebody also. We've had this in several series, right? There's been several series where this is a thing, but I seem to need to reiterate it every time. It's fine. If you go into the logistics menu for food distribution, you have kitchen. Kitchen is assigned to canteen, and the kitchen is also assigned to the staff room. Now, this connection, a lot of people think that this connection is absolutely necessary. I have found that that's not necessarily the case. We get trays cleaned just fine without this, and we have in past videos. Trays were getting cleaned just fine. I just didn't have enough staff to do it, and now I have enough staff to do it, and it's completely fine. However, you can do this more reliably if you shift click this and do it. So I've got it done. All right, but they will still do this. It's just not like it's an assigned thing. And then this sink actually can go now because that connection exists. This sink can definitely go, so we don't need that anymore. And I can replace this with something else from my staff to make my staff happier. And I'm not entirely sure what to give them. What do you need? Food, hydration. So like he's on break, isn't he? No, he's not on break. He should be on break. This guy right here he's on break. He needs food. There's trays. There's food. He should be grabbing food, but he's not. See? So like this part here is really weird. Now we have seen this, and you can see staff are eating the food. All right, there's plenty of staff eating the food inside the staff room. You do not need a staff canteen. You don't require it, but we could do it, right, if we wanted to. So like I have a canteen here. I could make a staff canteen right here, and then another canteen down here. Now I have two separate canteens for two different security levels with a staff canteen in between these two canteens, and maybe that would apply suppression. I don't know. But in any case, so you can see how things are laid out here with this. And if you're connecting this up, you're going to notice that it goes exclusive, right? So if I want to connect it to that one, it goes this way. Connect to that one, it goes this way. If you want to connect to both, hold shift and you can get both. Okay. Now you know how to do it. It's not necessary, but it does move smoothly. Does a lot move more smoothly if you do it. So I've got that done now. There you go. All right, we're gonna need electricity brought down here. So all this comes down this way. Now we're gonna do two things with the electricity in here. We're gonna have this enter the room here, I think. And then it's gonna come this way and probably go down the middle. I think probably down the middle. Maybe we'll go here. Okay. Now we're gonna have a variety of really expensive, power-hungry equipment in this room, and so we're gonna use a combination of switches and logic controllers. Right? We're gonna get in with the wiring and utilities and stuff here, so that this room has power during periods of time where the prisoners are going to be using it, and it does not have power when in periods of time where the prisoners do not use it, because this is sucking down a lot of juice, even if they're not using the equipment, and we don't want that. Make sure this is all done. I actually didn't double check this, and I probably should. So this is connected here. This one's not connected, so that one needs to be hooked up. And it looks like this would be connected there. Yeah, but we'll go here with it instead. Yeah, just to make sure both of these are hooked up, so we can get that power from there. So I have 10 solar panels. I have 10 of these wind turbines here, and I need additional wind turbines to satisfy this. I most likely will end up not needing all these wind turbines, these regular ones. They don't take up as much space, but I most likely won't use them all. What I could do, I suppose, is put them on the other side, though. So I could go one, and then I just have them in a row, I guess. It's not really realistic to do that, but I'll just do it anyway. So I could go like this, I guess. Yeah, no, they just look better the way they are here. Maybe if I'm going to keep them, maybe I make them look better. You know, there's no rule that says I shouldn't make them look better. You know, I'll space them out just a little bit. All right, so maybe go like that. You know, just a little bit of extra spacing will actually change the way this looks anyway. Right, so maybe we have a bunch of wind power going down the road like that. Right, that's not too shabby. And then of course it all needs hooked up to the power system. So we'll bring this over like that, and then we'll see where these all complete each other. Oh, here we go. Negative effects of weather are halved and the positive effects are doubled. So that's it. I just needed that. So I don't actually need to install them, but I've already paid for them. They've already been delivered to the prison. So I get the credit for the grant when I order them, not when I install them. Yeah. So positive effects are doubled now. That's really good. Let's decrease our loan until we have a positive bank balance. There we go. No loan. Perfect. And then when all these things get hooked up, because there's no point in me canceling these. I already paid for them. So we're just going to let them be. Let's see. So do we already do? Oh yeah, right. The staff are all trained and stuff. That's good. So next thing maybe we could look at doing would be a reformed prisoner initiative. It takes quite a while to do. We could go to the manufacturing facility. Yeah, because we're working on the workshop right now anyway. So let's try that. It gives us a $20,000 grant that we can use to build our workshop. So we'll work on that. Real quick here, though, I want to get this kitchen sorted. So this is our kitchen. And maybe it will go down, you know, later on all the way down here. Maybe I'll keep this hallway. I have no idea, but probably not. It's probably going to get changed. And then what we'll do here is we're going to want to have, I think, how do I want to organize this? Because we have these metal detectors here, but I want to make sure that protective custody doesn't go and, you know, bring things into their cells, like tools that they can use to dig and stuff. So I kind of feel like maybe, yeah, maybe I go in, I could just put them here. It's a little weird, but it kind of covers the door and the kitchen. Because I want to make sure people aren't leaving the kitchen as well. I think the best way to go about this would be to place this here. Yes, place this here. Maybe just one of them would be okay. It's only protective custody, right? We place one there. We move the kitchen door up here. That way, anyone leaving the kitchen has to go through that. So we pop that off like that. Get our electrical is already hooked up there. So in this case, we would just put a door. We would just put a fence there. And that would require them to go through this area. Is that not connected? We should probably reestablish door connections because I moved a lot of doors around. 2 and 3. I think, right? Yeah, those are all connected. And now that we have door servos... Oh, this doesn't have any power. Yeah, we need to bring this power out this way too, this is good. We needed that. Okay. Now that we have door connections, though, we can actually go ahead and get our gates in. So our road gates, I was waiting for us to have door servos for that. And so now I can bring power. It's expensive, but we're going to do it. I can bring power. Our prisons are filthy. Oh my God. You just... the worst, aren't you? Okay, fine. Prisons are filthy. Fine. We'll have more people working in the cleaning cupboard. Fine. And let's... fine. I'll hire a couple more janitors. A couple more janitors can help out too, okay? There. And then we want the electrical to come down here. Now, this electrical is... I'm very intentionally placing it here. Because what we're going to do is we're going to replace this fence with an electric fence. When you replace an electric fence with an electric fence, you have to have a power cable underneath it. So we're going to be doing that too. But this brings this all the way out here. And then, so now that I have this all wired up, I can go in. Oh, I have a death. Hang on. I have a death. Deaths are bad. Hang on. We're going to see where that is in a second. Door road gate right here. We're gonna hook the road gate up here and here. And actually, I think I'll do the barricade here. The barrier should be this one. It's a $10,000 barrier. I'm not gonna do it yet, but it's just to help keep them in. All right. But we'll do that, and then we'll also go ahead and grab our door servo and place it on there like that. And that's gonna just be a way to keep that closed in. So if any prisoners do get out in this area, they can't just run away really quickly. They have to get through the road barrier too. All right, and then same thing here. Doors, road gate, place it here. And then we can go ahead and grab our door servo and place that here too. And we need power out that way. And it's not good enough to have this, right? There's AC and DC power. You need the correct power to power these. So that means my electrical needs to come out into the road and come around. Ugh. I don't want to do that. But I need to do that. I have to. There's no other way around it. So, yep. And I can't go out this way because I'd have to go all the way around. Yeah, it's this. The problem is that right there. Maybe I could switch and have this connect over here instead. And that way I could bring the... And I have to move the wind turbines to do that. Maybe I do. Maybe I move the wind turbines here. Something like this. It'd be kind of neat. Bring it all the way out there. Then maybe you come all the way over slightly into deliveries here. Okay. We're gonna move that, but right now I need to figure out where the hell this death is. Okay, so this guy was murdered by a prisoner. It's not, the death is not one of my staff, thankfully. Murdered by a prisoner. Is he a snitch? Did I miss it? Is that why? No, he's just murdered. He had such a low chance to reoffend too, man. Damn. Small sentence as well. That's really unfortunate. All right, staff, get in there and suppress this, please. It looks like I'm gonna need more people in this area. I did do a little bit with the deployment scheduler. I'm not really finalizing it yet because I'm still building a lot of rooms and everything. But I did do a little bit with the deployment scheduler. I'm going to add a few more guards in this area, though, just to kind of make sure that people are safe in this area. And in fact, instead of assigning them this way, I'll do patrols instead. So I think I'm going to have, this is a magenta patrol, but we're going to have more guards. I think a significant portion of the violence happens in this area. And so we're just going to make sure that there are guards in this area at all times to kind of, doesn't need to be there. It needs to be up in here. Just to make sure that there's guards at all times over here. So we're going to make sure that guards are on this patrol route. And I'm actually going to have a second dog handler on this too. Just to make sure there are more people in this area at all times in this transition area. All right, so my workshop area is done. At least the building is done. But I don't have a whole lot of funding. So I'm going to wait a little bit to start working on that. Because of this whole transformation thing that I'm doing up here with power transitions and stuff, trying to get all the power hooked up. So I am eliminating all these cables here. I need to get rid of all those. So everything's connected down here now. And because of that, I can go in and do cable protectors on this. And so I have cable protectors all the way into this to really solidify that and make sure that that is a solid connection there. And I'm also going to get a little bit of redundancy by making sure that this is connected up here too. And then we'll get some cable protection on that as well. We're also, of course, hooking this up, and the workmen are just kind of getting on it as they go. But with all that done, I can then get this cable running up this way and get around in between these things. So I can get the AC power to the gate while maintaining like everything being connected with the DC power all the way around it. So hopefully that makes sense, as you can see. These guys are going to get trapped, though. Not sure how they managed to do that to themselves. That's so I think what happened is they were here, and then they got here on top of the fence to install it, and then when they were done installing it, they ended up in here. So that's a little weird. I don't know how that makes any sense at all. We'll go ahead and demolish that so they can at least get out of here. There we go. We should have power hooked up down here now. Not quite. Still a little bit left to do down in this area. But the servo is hooked up to the door controller. So the moment they get all of these cables installed, it's like we're missing one right there. Yeah. As soon as they get all the cables actually installed, then this whole thing will just have power. And the cables will start working correctly. You need to be there. And all of this is hooked up to the same grid now. We need that one right there done. Yeah, these are all different colors because they're on different circuits, basically. There's different connections, but they should all be the same color. Once they get all hooked up with each other, they'll be the same color. That's how that works. So if they're on a different green energy grid, then they'll be a different color. But they should all be that dark blue color once we're done. So it just takes a little bit of extra time. I might actually go in and let's add one more guard really quick and just have like a few guards in this area so they can manage the doors just a little bit. So I don't have to babysit it too much. With $10,000 and no bank loan, I think we're in pretty great shape. I hear the radios. I hear the guards' radios right here. So we got Duncan Drummer drumming up some problems once more, and there's a couple of guards in here. Yep. Felix with his belt on. Jeez. Yeah, we definitely need to get those guys reformed because they're in different gangs, right? That's why they're all kicking off all the time. So let's connect that power there. And then this is going in from this side, right? So we're going to go with that power switch we had earlier. We're going to go ahead and put that there. And so the entire workshop will be hooked up essentially to this power cable. The whole workshop will be powered through this. And then we'll put some controllers, we'll wire it up probably in the next video when we actually build this thing. We'll wire it up with different, circuits and whatever, and make it to where it's off at a certain time and on at a certain time, and that'll be good. And then as we change our regime, right now it's kind of a little weird because this is a temporary regime, right? We're trying to deal with the whole low variety meals and stuff, but once we get the meal stuff sorted and our regime kind of gets finalized with different segments and get everybody properly segregated and stuff, this will be a lot more automated. It'll be a lot more convenient to work with. Everything should be much better then. Let's make sure that all the doors are opening for everybody. And yeah, there's still a few cables that they just haven't gotten to yet. I'm gonna put priority on these so I can really start to have that energy, because we're not getting that green energy right now, so we're not exporting enough power, or not exporting very much anyway. Look at this, only 212, now 11. Yeah, so we're on battery power only this whole time, and probably what's going to happen right now is we're going to lose power because it's night, and so we're not getting any of this. We're getting a little bit of this, but we really need these things connected so that we can get more power. So I think we probably are going to find, yep, power just going to be cut to the entire prison in a second until we can get these wind turbines on. So, oh boy. Hello, Chief. All the guards outdoors are reporting a lack of visibility in this weather, something to bear in mind if anyone tries to make a break for it. Uh-huh. Sure. That is something to keep in mind, isn't it? We could, I think, go in right now. I think we'll search the whole cell block here. Let's just do a shakedown entirely. Let's shake down all sectors right now, and we'll see if we can't find anything on anybody, and hopefully nobody kicks off really badly with our power being disconnected right now. Come on now. This is all connected and kind of, yeah, this is all connected indirectly, but I need this done. I need that done. I need this done. And then these should be good though. Right, this is what the cable looks like when you reinforce it, when you protect it. It's a little blue cabling like that. So I had a really stupid thing happen. Very odd. For whatever reason, electrical cable, when they brought it in from the trucks, it spawned here, like all the way in the back. So all my workmen have been, yeah, here's one. All my workmen have been having to walk all the way back here to get the electrical cable, and then walk all the way back over here to continue installing it. Okay, so I got everything sorted out here with the green energy sources, DC power into the transformer, and then it wraps around, and then there's this AC power being distributed to the gate. So everything kind of works the way that's going. Hi, doctor. What's up? Looks like a few prisoners are suffering from illness due to the presence of rats. If you're looking at treating the infected, I recommend a thorough clean, especially kitchens and food preparation areas. Okay. Well, clearly we didn't catch the rats the way I wanted. So tell you what we'll do. We'll go in and we'll get pest control. It's expensive, but we'll get it done. A thorough cleaning will happen. And then there are some prisoners that are sick, and then we have some doctors that will hopefully help them out with that. Workmen still have a lot of work to do. You can see our budget actually is terrible. And that's just for yesterday. Basically, our budget yesterday was bad because we had no power exports at all. We also have some green energy sources that are kind of off. This can happen if you have too many power producers kind of overloading certain lines in. So what we're going to need to do is kind of start splitting this grid just a little bit and having two different transformers and doing stuff like that. What I probably want to do in that case is redo this cable line, and we'll have lots of cable in storage and be able to use it later. So it's not a super big waste of money or anything. But we're going to want to basically bring, I think this is the exterior of the building. We're going to want to come out like this. And I think I will connect this like that. And then once that's done, I will delete this. Whoops. We'll put another transformer over here, and then we can kind of split this up and have two different power grids and two different exports and all these things. Because we finished green energy goals 8, and this gave me 1 green energy source of each type delivered for free. So I now have 11 of each. And so what I can do, right, is I've added those. I've added. So I have 11 of each one. And that apparently is kind of overloading things a little bit. It doesn't want to do it. It says remove electrical items or add more green energy sources, essentially. So I need to, everything's kind of overloaded here. So we're going to, I think, go ahead and dismantle this utility for now. Let's maybe dismantle it here. This will disconnect these from this grid, and I'm hoping that by getting rid of those 4 items I can have everything turned back on. We'll see. Hey, now get this under control, guys. This choke point right here is very frequent violence in this choke point right here. I don't like it. Don't like it at all. Pest control. Can we go in here and, I don't know, do some things? Can you find all the pests? Are you doing this on your own? You're going around this all by yourself, aren't you? I don't think I have to tell you where to go, do I? Where are you guys at? You're there, and then where are you guys? Okay, so you're working your way through the whole prison, getting rid of rats, which is great. I need you to do that. Yeah. There's a dirty food tray. People taking it back. So this area here is all set up now and ready to rock. So I can go in and take this fridge and just sort of, I guess I could delete it, but maybe I mean, this, again, the kitchen's going to get a little bit bigger. So I think for now, I'll just put it there. This cooker, we can put that down this area. It'll be here and here. So I guess I'll put this here for now. And then the sink, we don't need it, so I'll place that in storage, and then this bin can come back down, maybe be here, I guess. Oh, we got more violence. I definitely wanted to start doing something with these damn gang members. Okay, so right here, these walls are done, and we're gonna take the office. Where are you, office? I can never find anything I want to find in this list. I was certain, very certain, that office was yellow, but I don't know. I can't find it. Office is green. That's why. There you go. Okay, so office there. We'll get rid of this door and we'll replace that with a wall. And then we're gonna want to basically just take this. We can copy this, I guess. It's not a direct copy because the room's a little bit different size, but it has the basics of what we need in it. So we'll just do this, and we'll go there and there. Okay, all like that. And then the rooms, again, get to maintain, they get to stay office. Yep, keep them as offices. And then for doors, we'll just have the basic doors in there, no big deal. And then I want to go ahead and put in a couple of chairs in this office too. We'll have like a couple of chairs, kind of like that, because this is an office space where people are going to come in here to try to get reacclimated to things, right? So We actually could probably do with even more chairs in here. Yeah, why don't I put not a whole row like that. Let's you know what, let's do it like this. Right in front of the desk it'll be. Hi janitor, what's up? Congratulations on handling this calamity. Please accept this bonus of $10,000. Keep up the good work. Oh, so good. $10,000. Thank you so much. Is it is that good now? Gang welfare is what we want, right? Stand a good chance of reform, put the progress in. So successfully reform 15 gang members into ex-gang members. I feel like that's just going to take a very long time, and I don't want that lingering. I don't want that to be a task that's on my list lingering this whole time. Plus, we're down to 2 right now, and, you know, 2's our sweet spot, right? That's what we have to do eventually. Is this good now? Can I have these things? This is a totally separate grid, and then you should be on. Not sure what's going on here. You should be on and blue on the same grid as we have. These are all blue. Everything's blue here. You're not showing as being in the same grid. You're showing a different color. Power production has been negatively affected by current weather. That's not a big deal. There we go. Now it's blue. Okay. So all of this stuff is in there now, and we're producing way more power than we need. I want to move to a different transformer. I want to move this transformer. So this transformer is going to shift and be located here instead. Something is in my way there. I'm not sure what it is, but something's in my way there. Well, either way, this transformer is going to be located here. So once they build that, we'll move these batteries over to this one and reconnect it all. And then we obviously want to protect it with the lightning rod as well. Good idea. Rod. I have a spare one. Make sure that all this stuff is connected and is safe. Ooh, this is actually good. Like that. Put the lightning rod there instead. Great. Okay, so with this transformer in place, we'll take these batteries. Ooh, I can't do that. You won't let me. I can't move them. Well, that's silly. Okay, fine. So this power will go that way, and this will come down. It'll have to come down from here. We'll go that way like that. And then we want to protect those cables. Now, this is going to cause a short in the whole setup here, but I have battery power now, so let's go ahead and remove these cables. We don't need that anymore. Okay. There we go. Can I please get this done? What's taking you guys so long on this one? You did this so fast. Come on now. Right there, that one. Get that one done. It's right there. You can do it. I believe in you. At least I wanted to believe in you. Now I'm questioning my beliefs. There we go. Okay, so we should see power kick back on now. Yep, everything's good. Electricity is on. We don't have camera systems because everybody's reacting to violence in here. We need solitary cells back up and running. Which we have these already still. That's fine, but we need to get these going. And then now that we have these offices, as bad as it is for our budget, now that we have these offices, we're going to go ahead and get more psychologists. So 1, 2. And so now in these offices, we can put those programs in place to help them, you know, get rid of that gang stuff. So if I come all the way down to gang rehabilitation, I think it's tattoo removal. There's another one. Like, there's a couple of different things in here. So, like, if your prisoners have regrets about getting their gang tattoos, you can facilitate their rehabilitation by providing tattoo removal sessions. Completing this program will make them a target. Right. Gang rehabilitation, I think, is what we really want, though. If a gang member has been causing too much trouble around the prison, try to get them to complete this program. It is the first step to severing ties with their gang and turning a new leaf. So this is with a psychologist in an office. It's a 1-hour session. And so we're going to activate that. And since we have a few of them, we're going to allow these courses to just exist. Probably not that many, though. We can go 2. Yeah, we can just allow these courses to exist. Not that. That's the wrong thing. That's the drug addiction thing. We don't want to have that many sessions there. It's this one. No equipment. Okay, what do I need for this? Student sit. Participate requires a sofa? Oh. You need sofas for this. Not chairs. Wild. Okay, well, let's, we'll put a wide sofa in here. There and there. Okay. And then once that's done, this is only good for violence and destruction gangs only. So it won't work for all of them. Gang members can attend. It requires all students present, and it's considered easy. Okay. I mean, being considered easy is that's good. It'd be great for me. This number, don't worry about this number. It'll be way better as soon as the day turns around. I believe anyway, it'll be way better as soon as the day turns around. We're gonna want to go ahead and put these cable protectors back in now. Make sure that that line is solid. There's no power problems in any of these things, no short circuits or anything going through here. It's our main power lines. We want to go ahead and invest in that. It's very expensive, but it'll be worth it in the long run. It'll be worth it. And then we're done here. So this is another part of our budgetary problems is now we have to switch the meal plan. There's been a lot more violence, right? Because people are not getting fed as well. So now we need to go back in and change that policy. So we're going to start by adding high quality meals and high variety. So right now our estimated price is $30 a day for food. No big deal. When we change this to high, it goes from $30 a day to $450 a day. It is a lot more expensive, but it's going to get more expensive because we're going to have to add two additional meal times for everybody too. So we'll go eat here and eat here. Yep. And then you're going to spend this time in lockup. There we go. Okay. So that should give us 3 high variety, high quality meals every 2 days, or for 2 days. So we should see this percentage tick in a little bit here once it becomes complete, just for a little while. Oh my gosh. And this game just really wants me to add death row. It's even putting it over here now too. Consider adding a death row to the prison. How about no, Scott? Okay. I have my own way of working. Okay. I'm good. We don't need it yet. It's fine. Everything will be okay. I do want to see. Oh, this needs to be. Oh shit. That needs to be connected there. Okay. Well, at least we have a lot of power. Yeah, that's good. We got a lot of batteries and stuff. But this budget's going to be really quite terrible. We do need to get another one here. So Subblock C goes to 100 prisoners. Our current capacity sits at 52, so I have to double it. I think there's probably one we can do a little bit quicker than that, at least I hope. Emergency protocols is pretty quickly. Activate stay indoors orders during a calamity 3 times to protect your staff. I've already done it once, so that requires calamities. Reoffending rate, reduce the average reoffending rate to 30%. I think I have that already, don't I? Oh boy. That's a big advance though. I might get stuck into that. I don't really want to get stuck in that. But okay. I have it. So $15,000 advance there. And reduce the average reoffending rate to 30%. All right, I've let it run for a little bit of time here. We've got 22 prisoners now. I've got the limit up to 25, but I think I'm gonna, try going maybe just a little bit more here. Where's prisoners intake? There it is. I think we're gonna go to 30 because it's gonna unlock some additional programs being available to me. Our current limit is 52 based on cells, so we're all good there. Also, I think I just saw. No, I thought I saw anyway. Somebody who was eligible to transfer, but nope, not quite yet. So there we go. Real quick, because it's been a day or two. I think tonight we're definitely going to do, because there's a lot of supply of this stuff, so we're definitely going to be doing some shakedowns and stuff. But I don't have an informant anymore. Yes, I do. There, I'm just not able to read. He's right here, and I think I might activate him because he's got 34% coverage. He might be able to tell me something. So I'm real quick just going to go in and be like, hey man, come with me. We're going to pull him in, just see if maybe we can get a couple of these question marks to be eliminated here. And of course, we got Some additional violence happening over there. I think that's a lot of guards. Wow, he's going after the freaking janitor, dude. Janitor, run away. Run away. Run away. Run. No, don't die. Run away. There we go. Okay. So informant, right? That's what we need. Intelligence, informants. Let's see. So what do we get? So he didn't answer much, but it looks like I've got one of my dudes in here. Right. He's not in his cell block. Why? Why is he in here? That's silly. Hey, man. Oh, you know what happened? Okay, so when I made these cells, it merged them together. And I bet it reset the... Yeah, this is all considered shared now. So somebody was telling me in the comments that there's a problem with mixed security sectors as well. It's a real shame. There's actually... this is more problems than I thought there were still existing in this game. I guess there is. So medium, maximum, that's all this is. That guy should get moved over and we can change his cell. Choose new cell. You're going to be in this cell. Thank you very much. Yep. That is your cell now. And we'll move him over there. This will be a mixed security sector. And that's the reason why everybody was, you know, it was saying, hey, there's no security. There's no prison cells for this guy, right? Apparently there's a problem with going mixed on those, is what it is. We're going to get rid of all these fences, and I've actually moved solitary to be here now. So I can go over to this area, and these are now my solitary cells. Okay, so they're all behind the doors. Everything's good in here. Now, one thing I'm going to do, and the reason why these are kind of longer, they're not like single tiles, is because I want to be able to satisfy some of their needs in solitary. Some of these guys are going to be in here for 4 or 5 hours plus. So it's good to be able to support some of their needs. So we are going to place 3s into the back wall here. This is going to provide them with a way to take care of their business, if you will, while they are in solitary. And I really don't need it to be any more than 2, like 1 by 2. But I just kind of wanted the walls to be lined up, so I just made these longer. That's pretty much the only thing that happened there. And they're not going to dig any tunnels while they're in here. But I already have a big pipe right here, so I could just tap into this, I guess. So we'll just go up like that. Yep, and then we'll just bring it over. In the middle is good. We'll just bring it over and do that. And there we go. No hot showers in there, but they can still take a shower if they desire. Okay, so while all this is going on, right, we can look over here. I got all this sorted. So we have all of our DC power being generated by green sources here. And I've taken these out of here. So I'm just going to kind of do this and maybe dismantle some of these. We don't need these here. And I've moved these down here. There's just too many sources connected to the line. So I've moved them down here. And I've also transferred the previous transformers now down here as well. There's a rat right there. I'm really going to have to put... I am, aren't I? I'm going to have to put rat traps outside. Lame. Super lame. Place a rat trap there and put another one over here, I guess. And that's going to be in the way later. Try here, I guess. Right over here. And let's put another one. I don't know. Stick it over there, I guess. Need to get rid of all these rats, man. Because there's a whole bunch of them. I wonder if there's a way. You know what? I'm just going to do this real quick. I'm just going to call pest control. And have them just come in and eliminate them. It's fine. Anyway, so this area here is connected to its own separate circuit. And I had to cut into this. So I had to separate these cables here. But now we have all of these batteries. And this is starting to just fill up here. So what I can do, if I have any additional, and I don't look like I have any additional solar panels or anything. These are very expensive, so I'm not going to do it. But over time, as we expand and I have the money to do so, I can, for example, pop in new solar on this little stretch here and then connect it all up to this. And so that means we will be able to export more power. So I can go over to my power export meter here. It's $1,500, but it's going to let me export additional power, which is a good thing. And I think we'll just place this don't know, maybe like right here. There's enough space there, right? For people to walk through, I think so later on. You just put that right there. And so once we get this installed, then we'll be able to connect that to here. And then that's additional power that we can export every day. We're not using it, but we can export it. And then if we ever want to use it, we just connect this to this line. And then all of this becomes connected to that source of power. We just have to make sure that the grids are separate. So we'll probably go ahead and just kind of, you know, ding right here. Yeah, you're fumigating everything. Yeah, pest control is coming in and just doing its thing. Crazy. All right, so can we, my big question is, can we get a positive balance here? I'd really like to get a positive balance here. Foreman, showerheads freeze very easily, and there's not much we can do to stop it from happening. Hopefully the showers that are still in good working order will suffice. In such cold conditions, the prison sprinklers may freeze, putting lives at risk. Make sure you have personnel with adequate fire training in the event of such a scenario. A poor fire safety record won't do the prison's reputation any favors. Hi, Foreman. Sections of the pipework are frozen solid. If they don't have any insulation, they're likely to freeze a lot quicker when the temperature drops. Hi, Officer Keene. I hate this. The only thing about this weather, the only good thing about this weather is that it's going to slow down anyone planning to dig their way out of here. Indeed. Okay. Lots of notifications just popped up, right? So we have a couple of things here that are freezing, okay? But I have staff now that are trained in this. At least that's what I was trying to do before the wintertime happened. So some of these guys are trained in cold control. Okay, so they can thaw things, essentially. They can take care of that kind of thing. So a lot of my workmen are going to be busy doing that sort of thing. If it gets really out of hand, then I have emergencies that I can call, and repairmen can come out and do those types of things, but they're expensive, and I don't want to use them if I don't have to. So hopefully my own workers can get on it. There are a lot of things that need to be done that way. Now let's take a look really quick at the pipes to see whether or not we can tell which pipes are frozen or not. Because we don't have winterization on every pipe, just on the main essential ones. So I have insulation on pretty much all of the heat pipes, unless they're going to, you know, showers and stuff. I haven't bothered with that. And for the most part, it seems like water is flowing pretty well through here, at least for now. Let's open this up. Yeah, we want to install all these things as much as we can. He's going to get taken to his cell now. And then we also want to make sure, because it is very cold, -13. That is very cold. We want to make sure that we have good temperatures throughout, at least in places where it really matters. So the kitchen is going to need some heating. Storage room is going to need some heating. All these offices are going to need heating. This cell block, we're not really using it yet, but the offices here are being used, so we want to get heating there. These hallways needs to be heated, and that's pretty much it for now. So I think the most essential places are the kitchen. And let's get these offices over here. I guess the shop probably, yeah. So there's just a couple of places, basically anywhere that's not red. So let's go in and see if we can't fix that. So radiators in the shop. That's what this is, right? You can place a radiator in the shop. Kind of anywhere, I suppose, as long as it's all on the wall. No, you're not going to let me do that? Come on now. Is this right here? Right here would work. Yeah, right here would be fine. All right, so we'll put this right here. Then we'll add a hot water pipe from here up into that. Okay, that'll take care of the shop. Radiator can also go here. And I think it was eventually going to be up here too, just to cover my bases there. So let's see. You're eventually going to be up this way. So bringing it over through the middle of this area is probably where it will end up being at some point. So we're going to go up that far with you, and then it will come through here from there, and then I guess it'll end up just coming straight through here. So we'll end up having this connected, and then I guess it should run from this one since it's the closest one, so we'll run it from here. We can also maybe go this way just in case if pipe freezes here, we can get it from this side. Okay, so that needs to be taken care of in the shop and stuff. The roads are getting dangerous. Yeah, again. Road maintenance, please. Come do it. Take care of it, I guess. Oh my gosh, everybody's outside. Everybody's very cold. Warmth need very high. Hydration needs very high. And I have plenty of places for them to drink, but I guess it's just not enough still. I thought for sure I had enough of this stuff. Water cooler. I mean, there's already a water cooler in here, but maybe I need 2 of them. It just doesn't make sense to need 2 of them for this. I mean, you guys got to have some, I don't know, drinking fountains. Let's put some more drinking fountains around here. Drink fountain. Yeah, let's put some more in here. We'll put one. I mean, there's a bunch in the canteen already, but I guess we'll maybe fit one on this side of the canteen. I could put a couple in the kitchen, I guess. It's kind of weird to need that, but all right, I'll put one in the kitchen. Let's put one in the visitors area, I guess. We'll put, I don't know, I guess we'll put a couple in storage. Probably be better to put them near the, just one. Just put them near the water pipes. Yeah, so like that. I don't remember where the other one went. This one is frozen right there. So this stuff here is not getting... Yeah, these pipes are all frozen. This one's frozen, this one's frozen. So this is not getting any water. But what we really want to make sure we get insulated is all this. This is our actual kitchen system. And we really want to make sure. So there's redundancy built into this already, just in case it freezes. So when this froze, it's still getting its water from this side. But we really want to make sure that the water is definitely getting in here. So we want to insulate all of these pipes. I think all of them are important because there's redundancy built into this whole fire system just in case anything happens to it. So we're going to insulate all of this. And then this isn't going to get insulated. It'll just be turned into a big pipe. And we're going to have that be a high priority too. So there's a lot of stuff. I tried to winterize as fast as I could, and it just... This is where we are, man. All right, so cool. This needs to get connected to that, and now we can export power from there. So 360 power out of that one right now. And there's going to be... now this one just got drained, but it has a surplus. Kind of barely, but yeah, it's got a surplus. So we'll work on that. And then as we get more green grants, we only have, I think, 2 left, right? Yeah, green energy goal 6. We need to get the solar development program. That'll happen with that workshop we have now. And then fully charge 100 batteries. This is just a passive thing that we'll have. But now that we have more batteries, I guess I don't really think that matters. More batteries doesn't matter. More power generation is what matters. We have actually a pretty good surplus. Good cash flow there. Very nice. We can spend a little bit of that. I'm going to expand our possibilities, right? Green energy possibilities here. Let's expand them a little bit. We'll go in and say right in line with this battery seems good. So we'll go ahead and put that there. That's fine. I don't want it to be right on top of that though, because it's, yeah, that fence needs to be electrified. So I need to actually come out a little bit. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. That's good for now. And then maybe one of these wind turbines on this side here. Yeah, we'll go about like that and then just kind of connect that up. All right, so we're just gonna add more generation, right? And this doesn't really help us in the night. These things don't, but they generate quite a bit in the day, just so we can sell more power. What's up, Foreman? It's getting pretty icy on the footpaths outside. Janitors should be able to lay grit down when properly trained. Oh boy, that's no good. Yeah, I didn't do any training for that. That part I missed. Let's go staff program. So I'm doing electrician training right now in case we have any shorts. You know, shorting outs and everything. I'm trying to like protect the cables and stuff, but I just can't get to all of them. They're just so expensive. Pest control training as well is happening. And then it looks like we're going to need, I mean, is it first aid training that lays down the grit? What actually does that? Is it cold control? That should be cold control, right? Learn how to deal with areas affected by frost, allowing them to remove it. I mean, I have the grit thing in there, so I would think janitors with cold training would be able to do that. You know, salting sidewalks and such. But I don't know that. Let me see. Do I have any staff that are actually trained for that? Let's go down to staff here. Yeah, you have cold training. You have cold training. You have cold training. Yeah, these guys have cold training. We should be fine. They should be fine. They should be getting on it, right? I don't know whether or not I have to have the grit available, though. I may have to have the buckets around, right? Grit bins. I probably have to have it accessible. So why don't we put a grit bin over here in storage? Seems like a good spot for it. We could put another one maybe It kind of should be around sort of where it's useful, right? So maybe we could stick another one in the corner over there by the yard. That's probably good. Maybe we'll put another one over there too. Why not? It's going to be outside all the time anyway. We could stick another one maybe over by this rat trap. And we'll put another one maybe out this way. You have one there, so that should be close enough for them to get it done. I think that'll be good. So they have training for it, so let's just get them the supplies they need to make it happen. And hopefully nobody slips and falls and breaks their neck. Let's try one more time. Grip bin, we'll put that over near... just stick it over here, some random place over here. It's fine. All right, good. And then we have a 52 capacity, like I said, but I need to get to 30 prisoners, which is why we have 9 more coming in. I need to get to 30 so that I can unlock some additional grant possibilities. So let's go over to grants. So we have all these different ones that are locked, right? We have self-sustaining. This is just for farming stuff, so that doesn't matter. The ones I'm looking for that are easy are right here. Crackdown on drugs. That requires 30. And then tool cleanup requires 40. So those are relatively straightforward goals. And they just involve mostly just, you know, doing this. Let's do like that. Mostly just involves doing that. Get everybody in one place and then search all their cells. See if you can't find any drugs, tools, etc. And then I also need to start getting these lined in. So we have all the water right here. Yep, we need that connected, and then all of this goes. And then these will have what they need. You know, they're still functional solitary cells, but they need just a little bit more to really make it good. And then we're ready for additional cells as we expand over on that side. Yeah. All right, then. But I like seeing the positive balance. I like seeing that. That's good cash flow, and you know, it helps when you can sell power. That definitely helps a little bit. But I really want to produce more, and doubling the production from each thing is what's going to do that. Doubling production is amazing. And that's this one. Green energy goal 9. Just it'll happen passively as we charge batteries. So the output of all green power sources will be increased by a factor of 2. Good. All right, then. I don't know how long this video is, but I think this is good for today, okay? So thanks for watching. Come on back for the next one. We have some more shenanigans. I'm sure we'll get into trouble. Take care. Bye-bye.